Hi, if you don't know who I am already, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my room. My name's Lily. I'm prepared to tell you about a book that you're probably gonna like. Have you heard of Soundless by Richelle Mead? Well, if you haven't, now you have. I just bought this on Black Friday, and as I mentioned in my Black Friday haul, it's a book that's being pretty heavily promoted. And so I bought it and I was like, it sounds cool. It sounds cool, and I've read it now. So it's review time. So awesome. Glad you're here. Have a seat. Welcome to the Soundless review with sound. So Richelle Mead is the author of Vampire Academy, which I just read also, and I should probably do a review on that, but I haven't done it yet. So I should probably do that. I'm glad I read that book first because I think that Soundless is in such a different style that if her name wasn't on it, I wouldn't assume that it was the same author. Vampire Academy, not like I'm gonna review the whole thing or anything, but it has like a really Mean Girls feel to it. Whereas Soundless, it really reminds me of a Lois Lowry book. Lois Lowry wrote The Giver, which was just turned into a movie recently, so I'm sure you've heard of that. She has a whole series that are like the same feel as The Giver. Those books are about kids. Like the main character is a kid, and it's a kid living in a society where something is off, and everyone just kind of deals with it like it's just the norm. And then that kid goes and changes everything. Soundless reminded me a lot of that. Like actually, as I was reading this, I was like, is this not the fifth Giver book? So Soundless is about a girl. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the names in this book because they're all Chinese, as this is based on Chinese folklore, or that's what it says. So all of these names I cannot pronounce. Actually, I can pronounce the main character's name, I think. I think her name is Faye. F-E-I. Faye. A girl named Faye lives in a village on top of a mountain. What the plot is that this village relies on a village below the mountain who they've never really talked to other than passing notes up and down a zip line. And they rely on the village below the mountain to send them food because nothing will grow at the top of the mountain where they live, but they're all stuck there because all the surrounding hillsides and stuff are either blocked by rocks or landslides, or it's a straight drop down and the sides are really unstable. There's rock slides all the time. But here's the kicker. You might ask yourself, well, why haven't they tried to climb down? First of all, rock slides. Second of all, rock slides are kind of difficult to navigate if you can't hear, and none of the people in this village can hear. So none of them can hear. They're living on top of a mountain where they have to rely on the people below them for food, and they trade with them. So they trade them metals that they mine. One day, the food that they're receiving from the people down below, it just like starts decreasing, which sends a panic through everyone because no one likes less food. I'm sorry if you came into this review hoping for like a minimal amount of spoilers, because I'm giving like a few tiny things. They're not spoilers, it's just like I'm explaining the plot in maybe greater detail than you would have hoped. So no one can climb down the hillsides to try to go figure out what's going on and why the people below them down the mountain aren't sending up as much food, and everyone on top of the mountain is starving. Then people start going blind as well as being deaf. So that's not really good, especially when you have to work for your survival. Because like if you can't mine, you can't really live on this mountain. Things just start crumbling around them, and finally Faye and then, what is his name? I forget his name, but I know that I can't pronounce it anyway. Let's just say the guy. They're like, let's do something about it. And so they do. So they go on this like little adventure to try to save their village. I think it was well written, and it's good for like a large age range. Like I would recommend this to someone like as young as 11 or 12, and then on up to like however old you want to be. I won't tell you what it is, but I really appreciate the reasoning behind everyone losing their sight and hearing, because usually in all these YA novels it's like something scientific or genetic or whatever. Let me just tell you that this is a refreshing deviation from that. It's a very short book. It's only like 300 pages? It's only like 266 pages. Like, it is exactly 266 pages. And like I said, it's based on Chinese folklore. That gives it an interesting twist. It was never boring. I think that helps. Like, it's so short that you're never bored with it. Oh, Faye, our main character, she is always like family first because she has a sister. So I think this is like an excellent kids book because everyone's morals aren't all out of whack. Like, there's no anti-heroes. Everyone is like really caring and stuff because this whole village, they just like live on a mountain and they have to like take care of each other. Final thought is that I think that you should read it. If you've read any of the Giver books and you like them, you'll definitely like this. I think that's all I have to say. Great. If you do get around to reading it, I hope you enjoy it. If you were uncertain, I hope that you're a little more certain now whether or not you want to go and read it. Let me know if you've read it and if you like it, or if you've read like any of the Giver books or anything, because yeah, I'd like to know what you think about that. Thank you for watching my soundless book review with sound. Also, please subscribe or comment or like or whatever you want to do. Subscribing is cool. Commenting is even cooler. Actually, that's not true. Subscribing is the most cool thing you could do. Thanks for watching. I hope this video did something for your lives. Goodbye.